In this concept, we're going to talk about simplifying complex fractions. A complex fraction is a fraction that has one or more fractions in the numerator or denominator. So instead of, 5 over 6, for example, you can have 5/3 over, 6/7. This is a complex fraction. So a complex fraction in general is in the form of a over b divided by c over d, where b and c cannot be equal to 0. So b and c, this is c, this is b, cannot be equal to 0. In which case it can be written as, so a over b divided by c over d, because again, fraction sign is a division sign, is essentially a division operation, right? So a over b divided by c over d, we can convert this division to a multiplication while flipping the numerator and denominator of the second expression, right? So this becomes this with a multiplication sign, but d over c now, times d over c. So here divided by c over d, and here's times d over c, which is equal to AD over BC. Okay? So a very nice trick to be able to go from here to here right away is take the far away terms, take the far terms multiplied, divided by the close terms multiplied, right? So a over b divided by c over d, again, the far terms are a and d, so AD divided by the close terms, which are b over b and c, so divided by bc, right? So going back to here, for example, 5/3 divided by 6/7, again, is equal to 5 times 7 divided by 3 times 6. Okay? So this is a very quick way to skip, 1, 2, 3 steps. So just go from here to here directly. But of course, do understand these steps, because this can work when the fraction is a little simpler. When it gets very complicated, you have to do it rigorously. Okay? You have to go through these steps rigorously so you don't commit any mistakes. Okay? Let's look at some examples. Simplify. 1/2 divided by 3/4. So again, a fraction sign is essentially a division operation. So we write this as a division of two fractions. So this is the same as 1/2 divided by 3/4, which is the same as 1/2 times 4/3, right? So flip the 3/4 to 4/3. So 1 times 4 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, so 4/6 is the same as 2/3. Okay? Next example, x over y divided by 1 over 2. So again, rewrite it as the division of two fractions. So this is the same as x over y divided by 1 over 2, which is the same as x over y multiplied by 2 over 1, which is the same as 2x over y. Again, you could have done the far divided by near, or in or outer divided by inner, however you want to remember it. So x and 2 together, so 2x, and then y and 1 together, divided by y and 1 together. Okay, so 1y is just y. Okay, so skipped all of these steps, right, and went from here to here directly. Okay. X cubed, y cubed over z, this whole thing, over yx cubed over m. Again, rewrite as division of two fractions, and then flip the second term. So yx cubed over m becomes m over yx cubed. And then just simplify. So y goes away, and this becomes 2. X cubed goes away with x cubed. So you end up with y squared m over z. Y squared m over z. Okay? Next example. This one's a little bit long, but you don't have to get intimidated. Again, just follow the process. Okay? Rewrite as division of the numerator and denominator. So x plus 1, or x plus 1 over x minus 2, divided by, the fraction sign is just division, divided by x minus 1. Now we can simplify the numerator first, right? Because it has two different types of terms, right? This is a fraction, this is a monomial. So we can just simplify this first, and then we do the division divided by x minus 1. So x minus 1 over x minus 2, this is the same as x minus 1, minus 1 over x minus 2. Take the lowest common denominator, multiply by x minus 2, both sides, or both terms. So x times x minus 2 over x minus 2 plus 1 over x minus 2. Okay. Actually, this here is a typo. This is x plus 1 over x minus 2, and this is x plus 1 over x minus 2. Okay. So x times x minus 2 over x minus 2 plus 1 over x minus 2. Okay. And then I can combine, right? Combine, since I have a common denominator now, so I have x times x minus 2 plus 1 plus this 1, right? And then divided by x minus 2 common denominator. Then I can just distribute these, right? So x squared minus 2x plus 1 over x minus 2. So now I'll have this divided by x minus 1 divided by 1. Which is the same as, again, multiplying by 1 over x minus 1, right? Which is what we have here. For this one, we can actually factor this, right? Factor x squared minus 2x plus 1, and we get x minus 1 times x minus 1. Right? This is a perfect square, right? So this is the same as x minus 1 squared, right? But we'd like to write it in this form, again, so we could cancel, right? So we get x minus 1 times x minus 1 over x minus 2 times 1 over x minus 1. Cancel like terms, right? And we end up with x minus 1 over x minus 2. Okay, next example. A minus 15 over a minus 2 divided by a minus 20 over a minus 1. First, we can simplify the numerator. A is the same as a over 1, right? So a over 1 minus 15 over a minus 2. Again, take the lowest common denominator and rewrite the expression using the lowest common denominator. So the lowest common denominator is a minus 2. Right? So a times a minus 2 over a minus 2 minus 15 over a minus 2. And then we join these with the common denominator and we get this expression. Okay, and then we can again distribute this and then mix with this. We'll get a squared minus 2a minus 15 over a minus 2. This is the simplified numerator. Do the same thing for the denominator. Again, take the lowest common denominator of the denominator, right? Which in this case is a minus 1. Rewrite with the LCD, right? And then rewrite here, and then combine this and this, and then distribute, right? Distribute, and then combine with this. We'll get a squared minus a minus 20 over a minus 1. So this is our simplified numerator. This is our simplified denominator. Now we can divide them. This is the simplified numerator again. This is the simplified denominator of the original expression, which is this, right? I know it could get very long, and it could seem challenging, but again, it's like sport, right? All it takes is practice. Just keep practicing. Make sure you do not commit any algebraic mistakes, okay? Stay consistent and just work it out step by step. So simplified numerator we keep, okay, as is. So we have it as is. Since we have a division, we change it to a multiplication. Simplified denominator of the initial expression gets flipped, okay, because we changed the division to multiplication, so we flip this. We flip this, the new denominator. Okay, so instead of a squared minus a minus 20 over a minus 1, we'll have a minus 1 divided by a squared minus a minus 20. Okay, so now we have this expression times this expression. Okay, now we can factor. So factor this and this, so we can have, you know, things to cancel out. So a squared minus 2a minus 15, we need two factors of 15 that subtract to give us negative 2. So a plus 3 and a minus 5, right? So plus 3 times minus 5 is minus 15. But 3a minus 5a is minus 2a. So these are good. Okay? Divided by a minus 2 times, same thing here, we need two factors of minus 20 that add up to give us minus a. So minus 5 times plus 4 is minus 20. Minus 5a plus 4a is minus a. Okay? And look at what we have. We have like terms that we can cancel. So a minus 5 cancels with a minus 5, just like we have here. And then we'll have a plus 3 times a minus 1 divided by a minus 2 times a plus 4. And this is actually our final result. This is as simplified as it can be. Okay? There's no further simplification. All right. Now we have some exercises. Please pause the video, work on these, and come back for the solutions. Okay. So for the first exercise, we have x squared minus 4x minus 21 over x squared divided by x squared minus 2x minus 15 divided by x squared. Okay? So again, rewrite as the division and then the product of two fractions. So minus 21 over x squared. I'm going to skip the division step and I'm just going to take the multiplication, right? So then instead of this being in the numerator here, it's going to be flipped, right? So this is going to go up here. Okay? So x squared divided by x squared minus 2x minus 15. And then this went here. Okay? This expression. X squared cancels with x squared, and then these can actually factor out. So x squared minus 4x minus 21, we need two factors of minus 21 that add up to minus 4. And those would be minus 7 and plus 3. So x minus 7 and x plus 3. Right? So minus 7 times plus 3 is minus 21. Minus 7x plus 3x is minus 4x. Okay? And then we need to factor this one. So we need two factors of minus 15 that add up to give us minus 2. And those would be minus 5 and plus 3. Right? Minus 5 times plus 3 is minus 15. Minus 5x plus 3x is minus 2x. Okay? minus 3 cancels with x plus 3 cancels with x plus 3, and we end up with x minus 7 over x minus 5. This is our final result. Okay. Next example, 8 over x plus 1 divided by 5 over x minus 4. And we can just convert this, convert the division to a multiplication, and just flip the second expression, x minus 4 over 5. And there's nothing further to do for this, actually. So we can just rewrite it as this, right? So 5 times x plus 1. And this is the final answer, right? There's nothing else to do. Okay, this is it for this concept. See you in the next video.